So the topic is generators. So in Python, right, generator is uh, it is a function that returns one value that returns one value at a time. Got it? So okay, guys, let me help you understand this, right? So generally, we know iterator, right? For example, let's say we have a data types like list, tuple, strings, sets, and dictionaries. All are iterable objects, right? So, like, what is the like? There is a difference, right? Like when it comes to iterator and generator. So generally, when it comes to generator, it's a special function. It returns one value at a time. So meaning there are though it has multiple. Okay, let me show you. I think I'll give you one example so that you'll understand why, what is the purpose of the generator itself. Understood? So let's say, let's say you have big file. Let's say you have big file with 2 GB data. Now imagine there is a very big file with 2 GB data. Understood? Now you want to read through. Okay, so the scenario is like, let's say you have 2 GB file with data, and you wanted to read read the lines, read the line, but your device, but your device has less memory. Let's say it has 200 MB, 200 MB RAM, for example. Understood? Now, did you understand the scenario? Because if you see, you had a you had a 2 GB file, 2 GB file, and but your device is just having capable of 200 MB RAM actually. Understood? In this particular scenario, like if you read the complete file, what will happen? So that it cannot fit in, right? In the device memory, it can only capable of storing only 200 MB, correct? But it cannot fit 2 GB of data, right? In this case, what we will do is, instead of reading complete information in one go, we will read line by line. We will just read one line, and we will wipe it from the memory, and we will read next line. Now, did you understood? So that what happened? You will only read the certain, less than 1 KB of data each time. Did you understood? Instead of loading complete file information into a one particular memory, instead of that, what we do is we will just take one line, load it to the memory, read it. Once you're done, again you will call a generator. It would give you the next line. Understood? Which means that it only loads it returns single value at a time. Guys, did you understood the use case? Right? So for doing this, or for implementing this particular use case, right, we will use yield statement. Okay, to implement generator yield statement, yield, to be used. Okay, so when it comes to file operations, like I'll give you two examples actually. So one example with file operations, even you can explain the same thing. You can say that what is a generator? A generator is a special function. It returns one value at a time. Okay, and say the scenario. You can also explain the scenario. Let's say you have a big file with 2 GB data, and you wanted to read the line. You want to read the data, but your device has less. Your device has only 200 MB memory. Sorry, RAM MB RAM memory. So loading. I would say here. So loading. So loading full data. Full data into the device is not possible. So loading the full data into the device is not possible. But with generator, we can load single line, at a time. But with the help of generator, we can load a single line at a time, so that it can accommodate, to read the full 2 GB data. Guys, did you understood the use case? Clear? Huh? Is it fine? You understood, right? Hmm? No, the only thing is 2 GB. See, now did you understand the use case? This is how we use generator. If you want to load not only this data, like there is a Excel sheet or data set which has too much data in it, and if you load it right, sometime if you in sometimes, right, when you load something, your phone or your laptop gets stuck. It is keep on loading icon will be there, right, on the screen. So that would happen. Oh, yeah. So that would happen. When your RAM is completely got filled in. You got it. So to support this kind of implementation, or to but still we need to support, right, from the application side. For that, let me write a program, small program, which would makes more sense since you're already familiar with using file operations, right? Writing file operations. So let me, if someone is not familiar, go and check out our file operations you know uh, video. Understood? Let's say example. Let's say there is a file. For example, let's say um, my data, my data dot. For example, my data text file, which is 2 GB, for example, right? Now, how we can implement? So first of all, what is the process of writing a uh, function? Df, correct? Read. Let's say the function name is read large file, for example, and here you have to provide the file path, correct? Say path. Got it? And once we have this, then we can use a context manager with open path. And what is the purpose? If it is like if you want to open a file, in currently what mode we need to open? Read, write, right, correct? So if you specify it takes otherwise by default it's a read mode only. Understood? As a file, right? Sorry, as file. Got it? And once we open this, now this is a file, no file object, correct? File is a file object, right? For line in file. Got it? And say here, now what you need to do? You need to return each line, correct? So what decorator says? Sorry, not decorator, generator says. If it's a function, special function, it's a function. You can say like it's a function or it's a special function that returns one value at a time. So in our case, one value in the sense one line at a time. You got it? What I mean? Yeah. So here yield yield. Okay, yield. What you want to return? You want to return line. Makes sense, huh? Does this make sense, guys? Clear, huh? Okay, so now, right. Now what I'll do is, so I have created a generator. This is a generator function, guys. Now understood, huh? This is, uh, now this is a generator function example. All right. So let me do one thing. I'll just take it out here, right? Instead of this, I can create some dummy text file. Let's say, let me open it. Uh, I think I have some information here. So, so imagine this is not, of course, not 2 GB file. What I'll do is I'll just create a text file, save as on the desktop. I just want to create it in the desktop or any other place. That's fine. The documents, say, what is the file? My data, right? My data.txt. Understood. So, so here there is a text file, right? Here, my data.txt. So you can see the location, is it? C users, Kumar Makala documents, and my data.txt, right? So what you can do is, um, you can copy this file, or you can directly keep it in the desktop or like wherever you want. That's fine. Still be okay. So since only one location, like currently this is a location. Now I know where it is. So let me go ahead and capture that location. So go back here, go to properties, and then security. So this way I can capture the file, isn't it, guys? Yeah. Now if we go back here, now what is the path actually here? A file path equal to, got it? So this is a file path, no? Right. And yeah, so it's not happy. That's fine. Now, once we are done with it, what we have to do? So we have to create a we have created a generator function, and we define the file path. Hey, this is the file path that you have to look into, right? And when you're doing file operations, right, guys, uh, backslash in Python, we had a backslash has a special meaning, right? Let's say slash d slash s and all. So remove, like, you can replace with forward slash, guys. You got it? So backslash and forward slash both works fine in the same way. And forward slash does not have any meaning, right? You can write like this. Makes sense, huh? Cool. And try to create it. Fine. Now what we have done, we have created a generator function, and this is the file path of this 2 GB file. It's not 2 GB, but we are assuming 2 GB, right? 2 GB, 2 GB data, we can say. If you want, you can load, guys. Okay. Uh, what we can say, what we can do is we can just multiply. You got it? I'm just pasting this same data multiple times, guys, so that data is keep growing. Let This is a very big file now, is it? So it's keep growing. Just save it and go and check it. What the size? Did you see this? This has become 1 MB, right? It's not even keep. Yeah, this become almost 1 MB, correct? Now what you can do, if you want to make multiply now, just copy and now paste. Did you see this? Now 1 MB. I tried a couple of times. Sorry. No, I'm just doing, see, Control A, Control C. Currently it is this many lines, right? Control V, that's it. Did you see this? Like I'm copying, selecting everything, and at last again I'm just keep doing control V. Right, right. And so this become very big file now for the same example. It is pasting. It looks. We go and check this now. Now see, it become 12 MB. No, I think more than that, I guess. Still, it's not happy. Still, it is doing pasting. It looks because we did a couple of times, right? That's where the problem here. See, it is still loading, right? And now if we go under, so this is saved, right? Previously it is 12 MB, and if you check it now, it's still same. Huh? Okay, right. No, that's fine. Like, still it is doing it, I guess. All right, no problem. I think let it die there. No problem here. Now, so what we have to do is here we know the path now. So to use the generator object, so for let's say what we can say for line in, what is generator name? Um, you have to pass the oh, okay, no, once again. So here this is a file path, right? Once again, we wish to create a file generator. File generator equal to, now we have to call this function. Okay, we have to call this function and pass the file path. Got it? We have to pass the file path. And this is the see, did you see this? What we are doing? We were calling this function, right? We are calling this function with the path. And in order to generate, so process the file line by line, right? To do this, what we need to do is we need to make a um, for line file generator, for example. Each time you are less just looping over, it generates it. So if you use a print statement, let's trigger this. Guys, did you observe this? It generated real quick. But I'll make see each time what I'll do is, oh, I think this is a very big file, right? It shouldn't be like this quick. Almost a 12 MB file, right? Once again, we go back here. Oh, okay. So because it's 12 MB, right? See, still it is crying actually. Because the program is currently accessing it. I think it should still run it. Is it done with it? Looks like it is done, right? I'll do one thing. I'll just make a delay here. How you can make a delay? Import, right, and time dot sleep of, let's say, 0.5 seconds. Generally seconds, we shouldn't be like, okay, that's okay. Yeah. Did you see this? Currently generator is returning one by one. Did you observe? Make sense? It is now, it is generate, like it is returning each and everything in um, I'll do one thing. I'll also create one more example with for example, Even with the iterable object also, we can generate a generator object. Let me do it once again. I think I want to stop it here. No, this would load. Now, did you see this? Like every time, right? Every time it only loads like one line into the memory. Every time it loads one line, and once it is done with this, next time, right? See, it is keep looping, right? Next time it goes over, it erases from the memory. It only loads the fresh value. Did you observe that? Like the concept itself, right? When it comes to generator, a generator is a special function which returns one value at a time. One value at a time, returns one value at a time, so that memory will be efficiently consumed for that one value only. Okay, without without decorator, without decorator, it's costlier for us to costlier as it loads entire entire 2 GB data into the memory, which would uh, which would slow up the application. Guys, clear? Huh? Your costlier. No, does this make sense? Huh? Guys, now did you understood the decorator usage and decorator use case actually where we can apply decorator? So when we were applying it on the large data sets, then only we were using this decorators. Without decorator, we cannot use actually. Like if the application has less memory, right, on the particular mission, so decorator would help us to read or manage the memory efficiently. Yeah, makes sense, guys. You're fine with it? All right. See, it is still moving. This will not take much of memory. Like each time it takes one line, store into the memory, and next loop, right? In the next loop, that previous will erased. The previous memory got erased, and it only stores the new value, like latest value only. Understood? So this is one example. I think you can, in the real time when they're asking, exactly explain this. No need of giving all the other any other example, because say generator itself meant for memory saving actually. I at that point I missed, right. Without decorator, it is a costlier as it loads enter 2 GB data into the memory, which would slow up the application, right. A decorator is a memory saver. Got it? And if you see the example right here, so you are saying the yield statement, right? So yield statement means, though it's it returns the value, and when we are making next call, right, it resumes from there. For example, think about a scenario where you are currently it is reading, right? So it reads the line, and when we are going through one more iteration, for example, one more iteration, what will happen is, see, even if you just print the file generator, or you can name differently also. Let's say, oh, that's okay. If I go on the print, if you want to see what is the what variable it is, got it. And I'm just stopping it. Okay. Did you this? Did you see? It's a generator object. Did you observe that? So whatever the this is the generator function, right? Generator function. That's why it is saying like it's a generator object. Did you see that? The function itself a generator object, guys. So that's why it is keep generating it. Understood, huh? Right, right. So if you see in this particular example, right, we had a yield. Yield is the helper to generate a function. Yield is the helper to create for creating a generator function. Yield is the one. Without yield keyword, we cannot create a generator function. Got it? Right. So I think before with like this one example, I think in the interviews and all, we should explain this example only. Understood? I will give one more example that is easier way to even if you even in the sometimes, right, interviewers also they used to give you a list of list of 5 items, for example. Let's say list is say this, or you can let's say decorator, not decorator, generator, generate 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 6 numbers, generate okay, generate 0 to 6, generate 0 to 6 numbers using generator function. Got it? See, we know, right? How to create a 0 to 6 list of 0 to 6, guys. We had a range function, right? Do you know that? With range function, see, with range function you can create, correct? So df, let's say for example number, sorry, what is the generate generate numbers. The function itself generate numbers, generate numbers, generator, number generator, we can say number generator, right? Number generator. And here, uh, for example, you can pass a number. Let's say, for example, 0 to 6, right? We will take the number from the user. Hey, what you want to generate? Generate n numbers using generator function. So, like, let the user decides whatever the numbers user want to generate. This is the easiest example, guys. Okay. And so for item in range of what? Number only, no? Let's say if user want to generate 10 numbers, right? Range of numbers, that's it. And who will return the number? Yield, right? Yield return the number. Yield statement. Okay. Yield of item. Got it? Guys, that's what you're done. Right? Now, uh, let's say now create a generator object. Generator object like this number generator, right? Number generator is a generator function. Understood? And how many you want to generate, for example, let's say 100. Got it? 100 numbers you want to generate. And this is since it's a generator a function, let me say xyz or generator equal to this, right? Now, what is generator here? You can name your name also. For example, let's say uh, Kumar Makala. No, whatever it is, yeah. Here Kumar Makala is a generator object, guys. Got it? Huh? You can keep anything. That's okay. Kumar underscore Makala, for example, right? Now, if you want to see now, what is Kumar Makala? Kumar Makala is a generator object, isn't it? Right. So print, say I want to print just Kumar Makala and see what is it. Right? Did you see this? Generator object number generator at this location. I had only one print statement, right? Did you see this? And it is clearly saying, hey, Kumar Makala is a generator object, right? And at this memory address. We don't care about all the things. It is just that we need to understand that Kumar Makala is a generator function, generator object. Make sense? Now, so how you want to loop it? Simple. for number in, let's say, Kumar Makala. That's it. Like how many times you want to how many times you want to print? Let's say print Kumar Makala. Not Kumar Makala, number, right? Yes. Now if you see here, how many numbers given? 100, right? Uh, so if I just trigger this, hey, it's keep moving. A stop generator. Yeah. Did you see this? What did you notice, guys? So it generated 100 numbers, right? 0 to 99. Did you get it? Right here. So this is a generator function. First of all, we need to define a generator. See, generator is a special function. It generates values at one value at a time. Okay. A generator is a function. It generates one value at a time. Let's say, for example, here there are 100 numbers. Let's say I want to generate, but this function generates one value at a time. Understood? So if you want to use, let's say, even if you want to use another way around, let's say, um, see, whenever we are calling here, right? Let's say print number. Kumar, see, Kumar, when you want to print all the value, so generally we can loop through it, and let's say for number in Kumar Makala, it see what is this actually? Each time when you are when you are looping through this, it first time when you loop it, what is the first value in this range? Zero, right? Number is zero. That's where it get generated. Second time when you are looping on the generator, it is returning. See, this is a generator, right? First time it returns zero. Second times, if you call what is your value, right? It give you one. It keep looping it actually. Got it? If you want to print it, you have to loop it. Or there is something called there is next actually. So if you don't want to do it, so you can directly use next of for example, Kumar. Let's say if you print next of Kumar, even next also you can use. Did you see this? See, next value is what? First value, right? Zero. And if you want to see the second value, again, what you want to do? You need to next value of Kumar. This time one. Now, did you understood? So each time you are calling, right, this generator, it is giving you one value at a time. It is generating only one value. That's where that's where I need to make multiple times. Next of Kumar, three values, because three values I generated using generator function, because this is a generator object. No, Kumar is a generator object. Got it? So that's why instead of doing next, right? That's where I'm using loop for number in Kumar Makala, right? Uh, print of number. That's it. Now, did you get it? Yes or no? Right. So you can use for generating values, you can use looping, or you can use next. Say you can use next function to get the next value from the generator, or you can use or you can use loop for loop to generate the next item from the generator function. Make sense? That's clear, huh? Guys, this is the damn sure interview question. Any interview that you are going to attend, they'll ask, hey, can you explain about Python generator? Right? This is one of the most widely and most frequently asked question. So my recommendation would be don't jump with this basic example. Rather, explain them in a like same thing, right? Everything is same. But instead of this, what you will be doing here, you'll be creating a generator function for returning the single line, right? Everything is the same, single line, right? And you will be using yield, isn't it? You'll be using yield of line the same way here also, same example. By using yield only, we are creating generator object. If you create, if you remove and say return n, right? See what is it now? There is one more question. What's the difference between return and yield? Return means it exits from the function. That's it. Let's say now if I go and what I want to do is um, let me cut it. Okay, and now I just removed yield and made it return right here. Now if I go and trigger this, I want to print. Oh, okay. So return first value, right? But when it comes to Kumar Makala, right? Why you didn't print in my name? Did you print it somewhere? Oh, okay, got it. See, nothing happened, right? So what really happened is you are making a function call, right? This function, what it returned? It returned the, see, you passed 100 here, and it created a range of 100 means list of 0, 1, 2, 99, 99, right? And return 0, return item. The first type, what is the value? 0, correct? Item value become what? 0 only, no? Return item means what? It returns a 0 value. And Kumar Makala becomes 0 here. Did you understand? That's why it got printed 0. And even when you print the number generator, right? It prints just like a normal function. You would say when you do this, what is this number function, right? And it should be like, do you see this? A function. If it's a function, number generator function. Okay. When I change it to yield, what did you notice? It is a generator object, right? Did you observe that? See, with with normal return, it's a function. Okay. If I switch this to return to a yield, that become a generator object. Makes sense, huh? Clear, huh? And what is the difference? So if you use yield, right? What did you see? So if you use yield simply got, guys, you can understand generators like a playing a song, for example, right? You can play a song whenever you want to return, whenever you want to like stop, right? You can click on play button, right? Understood? And if you want to re-listen, for example, not re-listen, if you want to continue, what you do? You just click on pause, correct? Play and sorry, play, correct? So what you're doing here? You are, see, that's what generator. It's kind of passing actually. So when we are making a function call to the generator, which would give you the data, right? Only one data at a time. And again, if you are calling one more time, it gives the second data. So previously it gives the first, like initial call, it gives the first data. And if you are calling one more time, let's say if you play one more time, it gives the second item. If you play one more time, it gives the third item. Now, did you understood how generator works? Generator works. It returns only one value at a time, guys. Clear? Huh? You're okay with it? You still need any explanation on this? Okay. Hey, how about Afis? Nafis, you're fine with it? All right. So, all right. And question also comes like this. Priyanka, so add this question to the our interview question list. Okay. Explain, explain, explain the difference between yield and the return statement. Okay. See, this is a question actually. Okay, explain the difference between yield and the return statement. Guys, this is one of the other question. Like they'll ask, what is the difference between yield and return? So return means, return we will use inside the function. Even yield we will use inside the function. For example, let's say you can give a small example. Let's say, for example, df function one, right? And if you do this, let's say yield, yield of one, for example. Did I spell it wrongly? Hey, yield, sorry. Right. So yield, let's say 10, for example, and yield 20. So even give this example, okay? So in this example, I just want to take it out because this is a different example, right? Let's say creative example 02, right? Let's try to understand this function, okay? So here, uh, for example, Kumar, you can give any name, okay? Function one, right? So if you print Kumar, what you will be saying? Kumar is a generator object, isn't it, guys? And so if you use, let's say, next of Kumar, I create a generator object. If I do next of Kumar, what is the value? It get you the first value, is it? This is the first value you will get. Yes or no? You'll get the first value. And again, if you want to get the second value, yeah, print again, right? Okay. Now you can tell them, like, give a small example. Say that, hey, I had a function with the yield of, function one, and which has two statements, yield 10 and yield 20, right? And when I create a generator object, right? When I create a generator object out of this generator function, now I can fetch each and every, I can use individual value. I can get individual, let's say each value at a time using next statement. Next statement would get you the value of the generator, one value of the generator, right? But if you want to do it multiple values in one go, what do you need to do? Simple, right? For you should use correct for item in Kumar. That's it. Print item. Understood. You should say, hey, in order to explain this too, one thing is you can give this example. DF function one has two yield statements, yield 100, sorry, yield 10 and yield 20. And give one more example. Say function two, function two, right? And here instead of yield, we should have a return. Return 10 and return 20. You got it? And now difference is very simple. So now if I make a call, like this is a normal function, right? If I say function two, if I make a function call, uh, let's say result equal to say this, and if you print, or you can use Kumar Makala, Kumar only. You can use the same variable, for example. Say print here Kumar. What will be the value for this? See, guys, and one more important thing, when you are using return statement, meaning what? When function meets the return statement, it exit from the function, right? It returns this value and exit. And if you see, if I print Kumar, what it will be printed? This will be printed the first written value, correct? That's it. And it will never reach this second return statement because of the return statement nature. Because when it comes to return statement means return the value and exit from the function. Understood? And when it comes to yield statement means return this value, but resumes from here. Return this 10, but when someone calls next time, resumes from here. So here only pass it, right? Resumes from here. Does this make more sense now? Right? Whenever, like, when first time when you call it, it returns this value, and the cursor will be stay here. And if someone call one more time, then returns this second value and resumes here. Like, it passes here. And if there is one more call, go to the next value. Understood? It's keep going like that. And only it goes until the last value. Yeah. Guys, make sense, huh? Differences between yield and return. Okay. So this is one of the important question, guys. You should not leave that just like that. You should tell them, hey, like you should give a full knowledge on this. When the question is asked, right? You should be very, very clear about what is a generator, right? What is generator? Sorry, yeah, what is generator? And what is the scenario? Like why we are using generator? Without generator, what is the problem? With generator, what is the benefit? Understood? And even you can say this for loading the entire data. So even the scenario is like when you don't want to use, when you don't want to uh, read complete data in one go, you want to read one by one, right? So generators also best example for us. Generators helps us to read one by one instead of loading complete data into the single memory. Guys, in short, right? In short, explanation or development, or like whatever you can say. So first, what we have to first step number one is to work on generator, or to create a generator function, right? Create a generator function. Steps, I would say like steps. Got it? Create a generation function and call the generator function. Mm, Call the generator function. And step number 3, use next function or for loop to get the one value at a time. Guys, did you understood? This is how this is what we have done with the generator. Makes sense, huh? Right? This is what we have generated, right? This is how we have created a generator object, isn't it, guys? All right. Now next one is these are about generator. Okay. Now let me create one more example for iterator. Iterator example. Even this is also interview question, guys. Iterate example. Again, even iterator also, like I would say iterator or iterator. Iterator also, or we can say like iterate this object. You can iterator. Iterator is an object. This is my new laptop, so keyboard is not user friendly because this is a very big keyboard. Previously, this is a very small one. So yeah, iterator is an object that allows us allows us to uh, traverse traverse through or traverse through or loop through loop through all the elements, all the items, all the items um, of a collection one at a time. I'll give an example. Even iterators, right? Even iterators also, it would allow us to see. We can say that iterator also it is an object like a list, tuple, and no iterators, right? Once again, and I would say iterator objects, iterator, no problem. So Python data, Python iterator, iterator data types or list, tuple, string, ticked, and sets. You got it? So these all are the Python iterators, guys. Understood? And if you want to work with this for, let's say, let me create a list actually, number list equal to, so say 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, for example. And so we will be using, let's say, if I use this, it creates, so how we can create iterator object, right? Let's say, if you want to create a iterator object, iterator object using iter function. Okay, so how we can do it is iter of what is the object actually? List object here, number 9. Cool. And here I would select this number iterator object equal to this. Okay, guys, in order to create a iterator object, right, we will use iter function. So iter function would help us to create a iterator object. Okay, and if you see, when we are doing this, yeah, print. Let us print. Let us print number iterator. Okay, and you do this, and when I trigger this, right? Guys, what did you notice actually? I created a see just number, right? Number equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and I created a iter object, right? Did you see this? Iter and uh, the data type list. Iter of number, it's a list, right? Now after creating iterator object, and I created see list iterator object at this because we create a list object, right? We create a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, and for this I created a iterator object using iter function. And when I print this, print of number iterator, it is clearly saying a number iterator is a list iterator object at this address. Okay. So actually, even iterator also used to uh, just 1 second. Iterator also used to loop over items one by one actually. But in general, iterator, right? It loads the difference between iterator and generator is iterator, it loads complete data into the memory already, but generator is what? It loads only one item or one value at a time. Understood? That's the catch. You know. And if you want to see after creating iterator object, if you want to get it, print, say you can still use next of number iterator, number, okay, num, right? Number, sorry, yeah, next of. So what is here? Next of number iterator. Got it? If you go and execute this, what did you see here? You got the first item, right? Is that no? You got the first item, is it? And when you do this, second time, you got the second. Guys, clear? Huh? Did you understood? Guys, you're following or no? Oh, is it? Okay. No, the only thing is iterator and generator, right? Uh, See, you can still with what we can say uh, with iterator, we can create a iterator object, like so by using iter function. And the catch here is once we created a iter function, so what will happen is it loads the data. It loads when you use iter function, right? It loads all items in a memory. The difference is in a generator, it loads single value in the memory, right, at a time. But when it comes to iter, right, it loads the whole item, whole data in a memory. Now, did you understood the difference? So here, this is iterator, and if I go to generator, for example, so here, what did you notice here? In generator, it loads single value. It returns single value, right? But iterator, the loads complete complete list into a memory already. Understood? But in the when it comes to generator, right, it will not load complete memory, complete data, complete value. It loads only one by one value at a time. Did you understand the difference? I mean, is that screen is visible or you find any difficulty? Hmm? No. Okay. Oh, is it? Oh, that's fine. All right. No problem. Anyway, so I'll give you the information on this. Yeah. So how about Priyanka? You're fine with it? Right. So only one liner difference is when it comes to iterator, it loads all items in a memory one go. Whenever you create a iterator object, it loads the complete values in the memory. Okay. When it comes to generator, it will not load complete value. Instead, it loads one by value, one after other. You got it, huh? I'll do one thing. I'll just create a explanation. In generator and iterator difference. Okay. Generator. Okay, so you should only these two or memory 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 in memory viewpoint, for example. No, like in memory point. Okay, so iterator loads, for example, uh, let's say range of example range of 1 to 100, for example. Iterator iterator and okay, no problem. Iterator and generator. I'll mention this. All right. In both of cases, right? it loads in iterator, it loads 1 to 100 in the memory, meaning all items, all items, all items, all items available in memory. Okay. But when it comes to generator, loads, it loads single item in the memory. Okay. So here, one item, one item will be loaded. Now, does this make more sense, Priyanka? When it comes to iterator and generator. So this is the only difference actually in the iterator and generator. By using, see, when it comes to iterator and even generator, right? With iterator, still you can get one by one value. But this loads, it loaded already. See, though it got loaded here, the whole data available in the memory, right? You can still get one by one value from the memory, but doesn't make any sense. No, loading the complete data and getting one by one does not make any sense. Understood? Because let's say, imagine for one item it is taking 2 KB for example. So 100 item means what? 200 KB it will take. We got it for this case for loading the 1 to 100 data. Like example only. Understood? It doesn't take that much in general, but in example. But when it comes, it takes 200 KB, correct? 200 KB of memory, for example. And when it comes to generator, how much memory it takes? It takes only 2 KB only. No. Now, did you understood? But doing the same job, let's say using iterator, we will create iterator object and we will load complete to no 20 200 KB, right, in the memory, and you will take one by one only. Understood? But the same job can be done with generator, but consuming only 2 KB memory. Does this make more sense? Guys, clear? Huh? Right? You can say this. You can give this example, and even when it comes to generator example, you can write in the same way. But when it comes to generator, we will write a generator function and all that. But iterator, we will have iterable objects. So that's where I just mentioned all the iterable objects in Python: list, tuple, strings, dictionary, and sets. Right? Once we have it, you can create any data structure here. So I just define only number. You can number of the list, right? You can create a tuple, you can create a string, whatever it is. Understood? Still, you can get the one by one also. Don't think that next function, right? By using next function, we can get one by one after other. But only difference here is generator loads single value in the memory. Iterator loads every value. All items are available in the memory. Many iterator iterator takes takes more memory. Generator takes, yeah, very negligible memory. So generators are memory efficient. Got it? So generators are memory efficient. Does this make sense? Hmm? Got it. So this is how we should talk in the interview, guys. So this is a damn sure question. So explain about generator and iterator. So you can tell them with example. Yeah. So this is it. Um, I think majority of the things we can topics. I think we have done a majority of the things. I guess I'm sure about it. We are done with this. We'll go one after the other, right? This is done. Like data types we are done. Variables, right? Basic operators we are done. Control statements done. Basic data structures, functions, models and packages, list comprehensions, functions. We had a lot of sessions on functions, right? Like not even one or two, like many sessions we had, right? Around 4 to 5 sessions, I believe. And lambda functions. And we had a strong understanding of how star args and double star args works, single star arguments and double star arguments. Remember this one. Decorators, decorators. We are very strong at decorators, right? Creating a decorators with a execution time calculator and login decorators. Yeah, I think at least we had a strong understanding of how decorator works, right? And generators, we already had a lot of understanding of generators, right? And when it comes to file handling, we know how to read a file, write a file, right? Working with many operations with file operations, right? We already had a lot of experience in this with a lot of examples we covered already. And when it comes to the error and exception handling, we are very solid and understanding of try, except, else, and finally, right? So they even missed else what actually try, except, else, and finally, right? So this is yeah, we covered a lot of things. And we also know, right, how to write a custom exceptions. We have created a like from the from the super exception class we inherited, and then I think custom exception we missed it. Isn't it, guys? How to create a custom? Okay, let me make a note quickly. We can cover now. Oh, how come? It is 1 second. Shortcut, I guess. 1 second, no problem. Yeah. So custom exception. Okay, so this is a topic missed. And in classes, object, and okay, we had a solid understanding of oops, right? So we know what is class, what is object, right? And we know encapsulation, polymorphism, right? Inheritance, abstraction. They missed abstraction, but we still covered, right? And also we intermediate data structures like a stack use. I think this is not required for us actually in general. Okay, and we don't focus on this because in list itself it has a lot of uh, methods to perform basic operations, right? Yeah. And when it comes to regular expressions, we had a solid understanding of how to create a very good decent regular expressions. We had a solid examples, right? And working with external libraries, I think we were not even touched actually. So this is our next to go actually. Like but we had a solid understanding of how to create a um yeah, how to install libraries. uh, right, no, but working with the external libraries, let's say we install it but we didn't consume it, right, for the application. So that's the catch there. Okay. So working with external libraries, this is one of the point that I want to highlight, right? And advanced topics, advanced groups, right? Meta classes we didn't cover. Abstract, this one all covered. Decorators in classes. Did we use the property decorator? Right, we have used is it in the abstraction. We know how to create a property decorator, right? Yeah, those are the things. And the meta classes. I think meta classes is less priority, but still, let me have it my list, so that I'll cover that as well. Okay, nice. So, oh, multi-threading and multi-processing. I'll have it in the list. Yeah, we will cover it up, guys. Because uh, in the real time, they like we don't use much actually threading and all. But interview perspective, they'll ask us many times. Multi-threading is one of the what we can say a hot topic in the interview. They'll ask, hey, can you explain about what is threading and processing in Python? How this can be achieved? Right? Yeah, we will work on that. Next, working on the networking and APIs. Yeah, this is our next goal, right? All right. All right. And yeah, anyway, we had database sessions. We had a very, very strong database sessions. We'll be having it. And advanced libraries and frameworks. Of course, we will be having a lot of lot of examples with Flask, FastAPI, and all that. So this will be used. This for me actually, not for you guys. Okay, next memory management and optimization things. And Python C extension. This is not required. We don't use it. And asynchronous and async await, right? Like with past AP, we will have it because I want to cover everything, guys. Okay. Hmm. We're done with it, is it? Okay, got it. Uh, Let me cover. Let me see any other places where I can find at least a few interesting things that we can cover up still, right? Instead of just going there, right? Um, okay, so start from here. We are very, very solid here at these topics. We don't even want to see here because we were already very good at this, right? Next, let me see any other places where we need to get into, right? So here there's a big list actually. Um, we know all this. We know Python syntax, how it works, right? And we know how to make a comments, right, in Python, right? Hash and hash is used for single line and uh, triple quotes for multi-line comment, right? Block comment. And we know we also worked on casting, is it typecasting, converting string to a list, for example, and string of number to a integer type. We have tried, right, already. Remember, right? This is right. This is the one. Got it. And we have a strings. There is this. We have a strings. Meaning we had a solid understanding of strings, right? So there is a session on string operations where I have explained very, very detailedly on how strings works, right? How the indexing works with strings and how to do a slicing and all that. I think we also worked on slicing, is it? Right. And we have concatenated escape characters. Um, I think this one escape character we need to touch on, correct? Mhm. Right. Nice. All right. No, this is like escape at like how we can this is like when I say even with today's example as well, like the path is with backward slash and I just replaced it with forward slash because backward slash has special meaning in special meaning in Python, so I should not use backward slash for path. That's where we have used the forward slash. Understood? Yeah. No problem. We can, if you want, I can take a, you know, with one example that would do for you. And we had a lot of examples on string methods, exercises, and then Boolean operations, Python booleans, right? True and false. We already tried. lot of like, we had a lot of expertise on that in the booleans, operators, these are all very very basic, tiny things, right? And even when it comes to Lambda, we had a solid understanding of Lambda, guys, right? We had a lot of examples we covered. And even in interview questions also, the in the during interview questions preparations, I have covered lot of examples with Lambda, right? Lambda map, reduce, filters, right? So even in interview, if someone asks you to write a, let's say, hey, can you get the even numbers or odd numbers from the list of 1 to 100, for example? So you should start using Lambda function, right? Start using Lambda function and say, for example, for this particular scenario, you need to understand. Okay, you're supposed to be using Lambda as well as filter, right? How to write this combination of the code? You should have a solid experience of writing these examples. And we already had a very very solid examples on this Lambda, right? And arrays, right? I think I need to see everything else is works the same only. There is one more question actually the interview they'll ask. I think I want to highlight on the top because I strongly believe this is one of the regular interview question they ask. Difference between list and array. Okay. So this is a question they'll ask. We had to give a proper explanation on that. And these things, right? Let's say classes objects, we are solid experience, inheritance solid, iterators, right? It is also very, very solid, Uh, did you see this? Like we have used only numbers, right? Like 1 to 5, for example. But here, what they're doing, they created some iterable object, and then they created iterator object, and then using next, they're getting one by one after other. But it loads all the data into the memory so that it consumes most of your memory. So yeah, that's it. And we also had a solid experience on polymorphism, right? So we know how polymorphism works, right? So have given a lot of examples on this. So if you want, you can do watch polymorphism session exclusively on the video. There's a lot of interesting examples shared there, right? Also on the function scope rules, right? We had a LAGB rule, right? Remember? Hey, are we worked on LAGB rule on the function scope rules? Of course, yes, is it? Local enclosing, global and built-in. You worked, is it? Priyanka? Hello? Ah, Oh, scope. We did, right? Yep. All right. Next, modules and packages. We had a solid examples on that. We did really good job there, right? And working with this date model, I think date model, did we use date model anytime? No, right? Okay. Okay. Use datetime model. So we already had a time model, right? So we know how time model works. Okay, got it. And math, we don't use much actually math library and all, but there's like a self-explanatory. You can directly do it. For example, min of the, let's say if you provide min of iterable object, let's say it would return you the minimum value. It is just that it does some, what we can say. It sort it in background. It does sort and get the if it is sorting is ascending that it get the first value. If it is in max, it get the last value. Just that. All right. And we also had a solid experience on JSON, right? We know, right? We had a solid experience on how JSON works, isn't it, guys? JSON dot loads, JSON dot dumps, right? We had solid experience on that. Yeah. Did you see, guys, how much we covered? We covered, majority of the portions, right? So, regex also we had a solid experience, we know how regex works, how to create a patterns, right? And Python pip exception handling, user inputs, we know how to take an input from the keyboard, right, using input function, right? And string formatting, like we know how to use dot format, right? So we know like a string formatting, right? Like we can directly use f string and f string. You can use direct variable there inside the double quotes, or you can create a format. You can also use a string format method. All right. And when it comes to this, these all are not required, guys. So when it comes to us, we will work on here. We had a Django, and we do use Fast API and Flask primarily. Okay, and we don't want to use Matplotlib. Actually, this is meant for data science. Data science position, where we will work on the plotting the things actually. Okay, and machine learning. These are the things, and we work on Postgres database, not yeah. Here we had SQL and Mongo. We work both actually. So one structured and one unstructured. So structured we will go with Postgres database, and unstructured is Mongo. We will use Mongo for unstructured. Okay, these two databases we will use. Okay, because in the market demand, right? So they will ask for, hey, what DB you are experienced? Like you experience with structured and unstructured. But if you say, hey, I had experience in both, then you are the preferable candidate. All right. And there are a lot of other things. Python, how to remove list duplicates, reverse. I think we can put many questions of ours here, right? Yeah, that's it. We are done, guys. So you can go over, let's see, Python exercises, right? You can take if you want whatever you want to do, right? I think see guys, can you guys take this exam? Who has taken this already? Is someone taken this exam already? Oh, oh, I think better. You can, yeah, I will share this link here with you guys, right? You can grab it from here. I think can you give it a shot today, guys, in your free time? Yeah, that Python quiz, right? So, guys, start playing with this kind of quiz, guys. Okay. See what is the correct syntax to print the output on the screen. What is correct syntax? These are minor, no, very very minor, correct? How do you insert comments in your Python code? This is what we are discussing, right? Which one is not a legal variable in legal variable name? No, not third one, right? Because see, no, first one. Who's that? Hyphen is right. Hyphen you cannot use. And here, how do you create a variable with a numeric value 5? X equal 5, right? Numeric value 5. Yeah, you can correct. X equal 5, like it is integer. Even int of 5 also, both are the same actually, right? Right. And what is the correct file extension of Python? What is the file extension of Python? Got it? And how do you create a variable with a floating number? X equal to 0.8. That's it, right? Even a float of 2.8. Both are correct, right? And what is the correct syntax to get the type of the object? What is that? What is the function to get the object type? Type of type, right? Just that's it. What is the syntax to create a? And this is not even not like not required, not required to attend also, I guess. Great. Yeah. Um. Just one second. One second. I'm getting a call, but yeah, I'll take it later. No problem. Yeah. In Python, hello and yeah, correct, true. Because you can define string in two ways. You're using single index and double index. Both are fine. No problem with it. Right? What is the correct syntax to return the first character in the string? So x of for example, let's say if this is a case, right? This is the one, no? So if it is string of what? Zero means what? First index number, no? Zero means what? Zeroth index position. First character means yeah, this is the one, right? The x of x equal to this. Next, which method can use to remove any white space from the beginning and ending, both the sides, starting and ending? What is the function, guys? To remove beginning and ending, let's say we had white spaces, right? Let's say leading and the beginning and ending white spaces. What's the function? Nice. What is the method to be used to return a string in uppercase letters? What's the function? Perfect. Which method can be used to replace part of string? Which operator used to multiply numbers? Multiplication. Star, right? Yeah. Which operator can be used to compare two values? Compare. Right. Right. This is a comparison operator, right? Yep. Which of these collections define a list? Is it a question, Mary? Which of these collections defines a tuple? Which of these collections define a set? Dictionary? Which of the collections order and change? Which of the collections ordered, changeable, and allows duplicate numbers? Which of the How do you start writing a if statement in Python? Correct. How do you start writing a while loop in Python? Perfect. Because we don't use these things and all, right? How do you start writing a for loop in Python? Correct. Which of the statement used in stop? What we do actually for stop? You can use break, correct? Which of the statement is used to stop the loop, right? If you say like a break, right? Break means what? Exit from the loop. Exit from the current loop, isn't it? We're done. How much we got? We spent just less than 5 minutes, right? Yes. So sit. There is a like I have shared you, right? I'll